Hey, it is Troy Stavros with Doorbell Real Estate, and today's message is for my homeowners out there to talk a little bit about home equity and what is happening with your home equity right now in today's current market. This article that I wrote, it says home equity gives sellers options in today's market, but the truth of the matter is it gives homeowners options in today's market because you might not be a seller, but you might be a seller. So I just want to talk a little bit about what home equity can do for you, what is happening with home equity in today's day and age. Obviously, we know that as a homeowner, home equity is one of the best things about home ownership, and that it builds wealth for you over time, because we know as years go by, you're paying down your mortgage if you have a mortgage. And as you're paying down your mortgage, you're gaining equity. But also, while you're paying down your mortgage, at the same time, prices are increasing and the value of your home is increasing. So it's kind of going in both ways. So you're making money as you pay down your mortgage, and you're making money as the price of your home increases. So that's your home equity in between there, and it increases every year. But of late, it's increasing at an even faster pace. According to a just released report by Homeowner Equity Insights report by CoreLogic, U.S. homeowners with mortgages, that's roughly 63% of all properties have mortgages, have seen their equity increase by a total of $620 billion since the second quarter of 2019. That's an increase of 6.6% year over year. So that says that your home equity on average has increased 6.6% since the same time last year. Also, Dr. Frank Nothaft, the chief economist of CoreLogic, attributes much of the equity growth to rising home prices, which is kind of what we talked about. The CoreLogic Home Price Index registered a 4.3% annual rise in prices through June, which has supported an increase in home equity. As we look down here at this little map, this map shows, and CoreLogic also indicates, that home equity is increasing in every state. It says in the second quarter of 2020, the average homeowner gained approximately $9,800 in equity during the past year. If we look at the map, for those of us here in Tennessee, actually, the average gain was a little bit more than that. Here in Tennessee, it says the average gain was about $12,000 over the last year, which is great, right? So those people that are renting obviously are not gaining that $12,000. One of the most important things about home ownership and the benefit of owning a home as opposed to renting your home is you are gaining that equity. So what does this mean for sellers when equity is rising as it is today? You may have more invested in your home than you realize. Chief economist at First American says, as homeowners gain equity in their homes, they're more likely to consider using that equity to purchase a larger or more attractive home, the wealth effect of rising equity. In today's housing market, fast rising demand against a limited supply of homes for sale has resulted in continued house price appreciation. So if you've been considering a move, whether that's getting into a bigger home or downsizing into a smaller one, it's a great time to reach out to a real estate agent and see what your home might be worth, what kind of equity you've built up. So those are the great options for sellers. But the other thing I want to talk about in regards to being a homeowner and building that equity is what else you can do with that equity. Personally, over the years, as we have bought houses and built equity in them, you can use that equity to put a down payment on an investment property. Maybe that's something that you've thought about doing in the past to maybe diversify your retirement. So as home equity gains, perhaps you have enough in there to take out as a down payment to put on an investment property that can be making money for you on the side as well. Lots of different options. Other people use their home equity to remodel their home. While that's a good thing to do, so you don't have to come out of pocket, doesn't really make you any additional profit in the long term because you're just putting that money back into the house and it kind of eats up a little bit of your equity. But if you use it for other things like either moving up to a different home or downsizing and putting that equity in the bank or towards other investments, or using it to invest in other properties, it can be a super beneficial thing for homeowners. I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions about this or anything real estate related or anything at all, you just want to talk, just reach out. I'm always here for you.